All right, I know I promised that this video was going to be about Exit 8. I lied. Look, we will go over it, but I got to talk about Widow's Bay. I just watched it. It was absolutely peak, and they touched on my absolute favorite piece of horror, which is eldritch Lovecraftian type horror. So, real fast synopsis. Widow's Bay follows the mayor of a small island town who's attempting to bring tourists to the island, but he keeps getting warned by the locals that the island is cursed and that if he brings anybody else here, he will only be getting innocent people killed. Now, the actual curse of the island is caused by this eldritch Lovecraftian type deity. Um, as it goes for the curse itself, it has a few different aspects to it. The church bell on the island, whenever the island is awoken, the bell will toll. And for how many times it tolls is how many sacrifices are required to put the entity back to sleep. There is a way to permanently end the curse, which is to kill the original founding mayor's bloodline off completely, as it seems that he was the one who had originally struck the deal with this monster. On top of that, whenever the island is awakened, there are all sorts of horrific things, like demonic horror entities come alive, such as the Necronomicon, and there is even a Michael Myers spinoff named the Boogeyman. And on top of that, there are just natural disasters like tornadoes and torrential downpours. So I kind of want to talk about the entity because the creators did say that this is going to be the final big bad of the film, and it was not fully defeated by the end of season 1. So my first question is, where exactly does it come from? Now, at first, I thought it was a cosmic being, very similar to a Cthulhu. It's actually even incomprehensible. It's actually formless. It seems to be omniscient and omnipotent, while within its sphere of influence, which seems to be this island and a little bit of the surrounding water. Now, because of this incomprehensible nature, it seems almost as if it's cosmic, except the one time that this entity did come into contact with our main character, Tom, it seemed a lot more directly sinister. It actually gave him a low infernal growl when he was actually thinking about his wife who had passed and his son's future, hoping that his son would be okay through all of the horrors of the island. This seemingly demonic entity responded to his almost prayers with vitriol. And on top of that, a lot of these cosmic entities that you see, like in the Resolution or the Endless, they commonly just want power. They want control over the people within their sphere of influence. They commonly like cults. They want to be revered and, worshipped. But this being is the opposite. It seems to hide its presence. It doesn't want to be known. And as Tom was approaching it and trying to figure out how to defeat it, it actually pushed back. Instead of welcoming him in and trying to convince him and twist him and turn him into a puppet, instead it seemed to do the exact opposite. It tried to instill the fear of some infernal god into him. Now, on top of this as well, there is a theory online as to how this curse came to be. Essentially, the settlers on the island, while starving, they came across these mushrooms that are native only to the island. And we have seen these mushrooms in the show. It's actually how Tom came into contact with this entity. He was told by a local drug dealer that if you take these mushrooms, they will reveal the secrets of the island to him. And that's when the entity showed itself. So the theory goes that when these settlers had originally shown up, they were starving to death and they had eaten the mushrooms just for any form of sustenance. And while on this psychedelic trip, they were praying to God to save them, to feed them, to shelter them. And instead, this infernal deity answered the prayer. And it made this curse that every few years, whenever the island awakens, it expects as many sacrifices as the bell tolls. And if anybody tries to leave the island, they will die. So overall, I mean, just a super, super interesting concept. That is the way to do eldritch horror. Give it an incomprehensible body, an unfathomable amount of power, and a seemingly omnipresent, well, presence. Overall, I am super excited for season 2 and to see how they defeat this thing, because the final member of the founding mayor's bloodline is somebody who is extremely, like, quintessential to the story and to the main character. So, and the deity itself is not going to kill this character because it knows to keep its curse, it needs this character to stay alive. So overall, I don't know what they're going to do with it, but I am so excited to see how they do it. And like I said, very interesting to see an eldritch demonic being. We have never seen a malevolent deity on this level. Something that seemingly doesn't have a physical form, that is able to be anywhere and everywhere all at once. I mean, it is, honestly, it's great writing. It's great writing. If you guys haven't seen Widow's Bay yet, definitely check it out. While this is the big bad, like I said, he hasn't really been touched on too much. We just got that one short scene with him, and we did get the explanation as to how its curse works. And, we've come up with our theories as to how the curse itself was born. But overall, man, just a super sick way to do it. So anyway, guys, that's it. Keep an eye out. I will be doing that Exit 8 video soon. I know you guys loved that Backrooms video, and I'm sure you guys would like to hear about a movie that is extremely similar. See ya.